Hi, one of the most common questions I get is whether to start the preparation in class 11th or 12th. Specifically, when to start the preparation. This is the question. So, in this video, we'll try and answer that in a very scientific and mathematical manner, and I hope this will help you decide when to start your CLAT preparation. So, you must understand how much CLAT preparation generally demands from you, right? And this is something that has no objective answer as such, but I have tried to make it as objective as possible. So mostly it is 500 to 700 hours. So let us say it takes you some time, or you haven't started at all, or perhaps you are not used to English comprehension or mathematics or general knowledge at all. At maximum, it should take you 700 hours. But minimum, it should take you 500 hours. Itna to chahiye hi to clear this exam. You'll have to study this much. Okay. So this is just self-study, right? It includes a study for GS. It includes 30 mocks that you have to write. So every mock 2 hours, then perhaps 1 hour to go over whatever you have done in the mock. So let us say 90 to 100 hours for the mocks. So another 400 to 600 hours for your entire syllabus. GS, maths, English, legal, and logical reasoning, right? So if you include your time spent in coaching, which is separate, perhaps 300 hours, that would be around 1000 hours at maximum. Over the year, you will spend 300 hours maximum in a coaching. 300 hours are enough. Okay. So once we have determined this is the amount of time it takes, now we can see how to distribute these 1000 hours. So if you start in 11th class and you continue through the 12th class, and this is a very simplistic thing, please do not think that this is what is going to happen. Hota kya hai ki preparation doesn't happen like this. Okay, zero to hero. No, it doesn't happen like this. Sometimes it will be like this, perhaps this, or this. Okay, so don't worry at all. What we are doing here is we are doing averaging. Okay, so average 10 hours per week you will have to study. If you are in 11th and 12th class, how did I determine that? 1 year you have 52 weeks. And 52 weeks means 520 hours if you take 10 hours per week. Let us say 20 hours nikal dete hain, you have 500 hours. 500 hours in 11th, 500 hours in 12th. If you have just cleared your 10th exam, if you are in 11th class, this is what you should try and do. Start your preparation today. Let us say you are in 12th class. You have just cleared your 11th exams, or you are somewhere in between. You will require devotion of around 20 hours per week. Now 10 hours per week, perhaps not so difficult. If you exclude your weekends, that is Saturday and Sunday, it is basically 2 hours per day from Monday to Friday, right? And Monday to Friday, these 2 hours can be devoted in so many things. It can be a coaching, this can be a self-study, this can be a mock test, etc., etc. It's a very relaxed schedule. Do understand one thing, as far as I understand the exam, perhaps in 11th class, you will spend around, say, 300, 350 hours if you stick to this regime. Okay. 11th class is generally carefree. So this is what you will do, but still you will cover a large amount of thing in there. In 12th class, perhaps if you start here, you'll have to devote 20 hours per week. What does it mean? Basically, over the period of 7 days, you will have to devote 3 hours per day. Koi chutti nahi, right? All 7 days you have to work, and this is what you have to devote. I'm not saying this is impossible, but this is somewhat difficult. There is no denying that. Difficult तो होगा, ठीक है? तो करना क्या है? अगर आप 11th class में हैं, if you are starting now, you are in 11th class, this is what you should focus on. Legal basics, of course, this is something that is you are not aware of it. If you become aware of it, there is not much to be studied here. Apart from the constitution, perhaps 30 hours classes at max. Okay. So once you are done with legal basics, you only have to practice things. तो इसको आपको पहले हटा देना है. Then English की skills. What are those English skills? I have made a video. The link would be found below in the comment. In the description section. तो जाइए देखिए. What are those English skills that you need to ace that section? Not only that section, in that video I tell you, it is needed to ace English, logical reasoning and legal reasoning. The constitution. So perhaps another 20, 25 or 30 hours you spend in managing the constitution, some static GK. So this year they had a question regarding General Dyer, right? This is not something that you will find in let us say any current affairs. ये तो static ही था. पढ़ा होगा जालियांवाला बाग तो जनरल डायर याद होगा, नहीं पढ़ा होगा जालियांवाला बाग तो जनरल डायर नहीं याद होगा. ठीक है, तो इस तरह के क्वेश्चन के लिए आपको क्या करना है? स्टैटिक जीके. मोस्टली इट विल कवर मॉडर्न इंडियन हिस्ट्री, राइट, प्लस सम कल्चर. Why am I saying this and why am I not saying कि भैया हिस्ट्री भी पढ़ लो, सॉरी ज्योग्राफी भी पढ़ लो, इकोनॉमिक्स भी पढ़ लो, सब कुछ पढ़ लो? नहीं. I am saying this because this is what CLAT consortium says. This is their syllabus, right? So once that is out of the way, मैथ की प्रैक्टिस. You have just cleared 10th, right? आपकी मैथ्स अभी इतनी खराब नहीं हुई होगी. If you practice, you will do very well in mathematics. तो एक बार जब आपने इतना कर लिया तो क्लास 12th के लिए आपके पास क्या है? सिर्फ 3 चीजें बचती हैं. मॉक्स जो बहुत सारे देने हैं आपने. मेजॉरिटी ऑफ योर प्रिपरेशन विल गो इनटू मॉक्स एंड जीके. ठीक है, जीके में स्पेशली करंट अफेयर्स वाले सेक्शन में every week you have to devote 2 to 3 hours. Over the year it translates into 100 to 150 hours. This is big, this is huge, right? So this is something that is unavoidable. ये आपको करना ही पड़ेगा, तो करना है. Lastly, you have to practice a lot. If you practice 5 passages a day, I'll recommend that. 1 passage a day I do provide. Soon we'll start an initiative where I'll give you 5 different passages a day from different sections of your exam. So अगर आपने इतना कर लिया, so that would be very good for your preparation. Let us say you start in class 12th. तो ये सब तो करना ही करना है. ठीक है, now it will be difficult to manage, right? Because you have boards, उसका प्रेशर है, तो पेरेंट्स, स्कूल सब लोग बोलेंगे कि भाई बोर्ड्स के लिए आपको करना है. Somebody told me, some of my students told me that कोई टीचर ऐसा बोलते हैं कभी कभी क्लैट के कि बोर्ड्स अब इतने इंपॉर्टेंट नहीं रह गए हैं, राइट? They told that board are not very important because you know the admission after 12th is now through CUET. So I'll recommend just one thing. You check just one thing. The relevance of 12th you will find if you go to website of IIM, any IIM Ahmedabad, Bangalore, Calcutta, choose your pick. Okay, whatever you want, whatever is your city, whatever is your favorite IIM or whatever. The best one by consensus is IIM Ahmedabad. But check any other IIM. उसमें देखना कि उनके सिलेक्शन का क्राइटेरिया क्या है. They give marks for your board exams in 10th and 12th and other, you know, your graduations. So this is something you shouldn't ignore. अब कोई बोलेगा कि भैया लॉ के बाद एमबीए क्यों करूं, तो मैं आपको बता दूं, इन यूएसए दिस इज अ विनिंग कॉम्बिनेशन, लॉ प्लस एमबीए. आई एम नॉट सेइंग यू शुड डू इट कंपल्सरीली, बट इट माइट बी सो कि अगर आप करो तो आपको करियर शायद और बेटर हो. दिस इज अ कॉम्बिनेशन दैट मे कम इन हैंडी इन इंडिया इन फ्यूचर. ठीक है, तो आपकी प्रायोरिटीज जो है वो बोर्ड, उसमें कभी बाहर जाना ही नहीं चाहिए. लेकिन एग्जाम भी देना है. थैंकफुली एग्जाम इज नाउ इन दिसंबर. सो अप्रैल टू दिसंबर एक ऐसा पीरियड है जहां से यू नीड टू स्टील सम टाइम. आपको क्लासेस तो जाना ही जाना है. कुछ क्लासेस परहैप्स यू हैव टू इग्नोर या टेक हेल्प ऑफ योर टीचर्स कि किस तरीके से उसको मैनेज करना है. एंड मेक टाइम फॉर दिस. आपको 1000 आवर्स निकालने हैं अप्रैल से दिसंबर के बीच में. ठीक है, एक बार ये हो जाता है, उसके बाद में फिर आप जनवरी, आधा दिसंबर, जनवरी, फरवरी बोर्ड की तैयारी करो, 2.5 months. आई एम प्रिटी श्योर यू कैन डू दैट. ठीक है, लेकिन यहां पर भी पूरी तरीके से अपने बोर्ड को छोड़ना नहीं है. इट इज इंपॉर्टेंट, प्लीज कीप दिस इन माइंड, इट इज नॉट अनइम्पॉर्टेंट. ओके, हम कैसे हेल्प कर सकते हैं? एज आई टोल्ड यू, वी प्रोवाइड प्रैक्टिस पैसेजेस डेली. वीकली करंट अफेयर्स also are provided by us, right? And we have a monthly free mock test series. Month में एक mock test we provide for free. And you can do this by joining our WhatsApp group. The link will be found in the description. Thank you very much. Please do subscribe to this channel. I'll come up with such and perhaps better videos in future. Bye-bye.